Hi, and welcome to Cooking with Kevin, or Rotisserie with Rod, or Grilling with Garrett. Maybe it's Dining with Donnie? We haven't figured this out yet. We're still trying to figure out what the good title would be for this show. But we'd like to invite you to come and watch what we put in store for you. The whole point of this is to have a little bit of fun, to cook a little bit of something for some friends. I mean, that's what we're all about, food, right? So, thank you for tuning in. In future episodes, we're going to have all kinds of people giving us all kinds of great food. This week, we're starting off with the Pesky family. They're bringing you a great recipe that I'm sure you'll enjoy. So, hang around for a few minutes and have some fun. See you soon.
How to make mini muffin chocolate chip and banana muffins. Today we first need to get ready. Okay, now we're ready. Now let's get cooking. Okay, so right now this oven rack, which is this thing right here, is now in middle position. This is where we're going to put the muffin tins once they have the muffin mixture inside. Now we can heat the oven up to 375 degrees. This is 375 degrees. Now I'm going to press start and it's going to start preheating the oven. Next, we are going to take our vegetable oil spray. We're going to push the air in, and then we're going to spray inside each mini muffin cup some oil. Okay, so now we're going to start mixing. First, we are going to take the flour. We need 1 1/3 cup of flour. Okay, now we need to put in our baking soda. We need 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, Joseph, let's get together. Finally, we need the salt. We need 1/4 teaspoon. This is smaller than the 1/2 teaspoon which we used for the baking soda. In a later step, we're going to need melted and cooled butter. So start melting and let it cool before you start pouring it in with the bananas. 4 tablespoons of butter is all that you need. Okay, now we're going to start mashing the bananas. You need 2 bananas that are very ripe. You can tell because they're speckled brown on the outside. They shouldn't be all yellow or green. Green means that they're underripe, and yellow means that they're ripe, perfect for eating.
The next step is my favorite, mashing the bananas.
sugar to our bananas. We need 1/2 cup, which is this little measuring cup right here. Okay, now we're going to pour in our melted and cooled butter. Remember when you melted and let your butter cool back, way back when? Well, now this is the step where you're going to pour it in. Now we're going to add in our Greek yogurt. We need just 1/4 cup, which I've already measured out, and we're going to pour that in. It might be helpful to get out a spatula to spoon it out, or you can use a regular spoon. Meanwhile, we can also add in 1 large egg.
Like this one.
Joseph will crack the egg and add it in while I'm spooning out this Greek yogurt. Okay, now we're going to pour our vanilla. I have 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, which we are now going to pour into the bowl.
Next, I am going to whisk.
Okay, now we're going to add in our flour mixture that we whisked earlier, as well as chocolate chips, the best part of the recipe. These are mini chocolate chips, which is different than regular chocolate chips because they're smaller. You also need 1/3 cup of these mini chocolate chips. Now we're going to add them in. We use the rubber spatula to mix the dough until it's well combined and no dry flour is visible. It should look thick and chunky. Don't overmix. Okay, now we're going to take our tablespoon measure and spray it with this vegetable oil spray. This is so that way when the dough is put in the tablespoon measure, it'll come out easier and we can add it into our mini muffin pans, which are sprayed with the vegetable oil spray as we did in the first step. Okay, now we're going to put the dough inside our mini muffin tins. We're going to take tablespoon measure out 1 tablespoon. It doesn't have to be exact. It could be just kind of glumpy, and now we're going to add it in. The first one will probably come out easier since it was just oiled, but later on you can use your fingers to scoop it out. You can also make sure that all the dough is the same amount if you have extra in the end, and some look smaller than the others. Now we are all done scooping out our banana and chocolate chip mini muffins. Now we're going to put them in the oven. Make sure to get out some oven mitts so that way you do not get burned by our preheated oven. If you are younger, you can ask an adult to help. Now we're going to close the oven and let them bake for about 13 to 15 minutes. I like to do in between that, so I'm going to set a timer for 14 minutes. Timer's beeping, so that means that our muffins should be ready. We're going to check them with this, or you can check with the toothpick. We're going to open up the oven, get an oven mitt, pull out one of the tins, or the wrap. Stick this in, and it comes out clean. That means that our muffins are ready to come out. I'll take out the other oven mitt and pull them out. We're gonna set them on the cooling rack and let them cool. Now that we've taken the muffins out of the oven, we need to let them cool in the muffin tin for 15 minutes. We're gonna set another timer. Okay, 15 minutes have passed, so they're ready to be taken out. You can use a spatula to help pop them out. They should pop out easy since there is the vegetable oil spray. As you can see, that popped out very easily, so we can just pop them all out. Now we're going to call an expert to see if these mini muffins are ready to be eaten.
Which one do I get to eat?
Well, this one.
Perfect. Great
Okay,
job.
these mini muffins are ready to eat. We're each going to take a mini muffin. Joseph, take one. Hold it.
Turn and face. Turn so they can see.